my DJs were two guys called was Rick Lenore, Rick the King Lenore at this time, and Larry Amazing Thompson. And this is when all the house music thing was starting up. And they were young guys, just out of high school type, and they started working with records. I remember him going to buy the 808 machine, and he was telling me, "Oh, this is it right here. This is going to be it. He's going to make music and everything." I said, "Well, go make music." And he would bring these tracks into the club, but he made the house anthems that are known now. It's "Work It to the Bones," "Work It to the Bone," and "You Can't Stop the House."
Work, 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 work. Come on, let's work, 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 work. Come on, let's work it to the bone. Come on, let's work.
Next thing you know, I got to hire some other DJs because all of a sudden these guys are in Europe doing shows, you know. So I got to get some other kids. But the house music, I have videos of some of it, J.M. Silk and Marshall Jefferson, and all of them, their first shows were with me. They were coming because I had a place that was doing kids that was multiracial. Chicago is a segregated city. The downtown clubs, you don't see anything black happening, and anything ethnic you don't see happening. And but I did everybody and everything, and so the house music thing. What I remember about the early stages of that with Marshall Jefferson, house music all night long, biggest record in house music history.
House music all night long. With that house music, you can't go wrong. Give me that house.
I can go along with it. You know, all of my DJs have had success as producers, and Mike Hitman Wilson, him with the Sean Christopher projects that he did and everything. But I went from the Rainbow, and I had a club called the Riv. The Rainbow was in the 80s. The Riv was the 90s. The Riviera? Yeah. Well, no, I had it before Cliff, and I had it during Cliff. Okay. Now, before Cliff, I had it under the Sam Futera group, and I'll be here talking all day if you go through, but I'll just try to summarize it. Right. I had it under the Riv. See, with the Riv, I did everything now. I did we played house music for dancing, but I hired everybody. I would have anybody from Public Enemy to Tone Loc to straight up dance stuff like the freestyle artists like the George Lamons and the TKA. So I had the Latin stuff, and I had the straight up hip hop. I did like Samantha Fox, the straight up pop stuff. Didn't matter. The Rib was the Rib. It was a concert, so I would do this. Initially, when I went in there, I did the Sunday night dance party.
Rosemont.
I'm Mercedes from Chicago.
Mike from Wheeling.
Sorrel, and I'm from Palatine.
I'm Amber, and I'm from Chicago.
Angel, I'm from Villa Park.
Mikey from Chicago.
There you have it, our house countdown dancers. Now let's get started with the mix.
It was Sunday nights. They didn't have nothing going on Sunday nights. I get the room cheap, and I was packing that SOB. 2,000, 2,500 people on a Sunday night every week, and it was crazy.
Sunday night dance party?
Yep.
That was broadcast, right?
I did some live broadcasts, but I did the Sundays, and because I learned from the people in Europe, they were doing Mondays, and they were doing Sundays, and I said, well, less beaten path. Everybody was fighting for Saturday nights and stuff. I said, I'll do this. You know, it's a great venue. They had ran their course See, they opened up in the early 80s, 86, I think it was. I was still doing Rainbow, which was only 2 blocks away. But I was doing my kid thing over there. They were doing the adult. But with most Anglo clubs, they would last 4 or 5 years. They lose their mystique, and then when they start struggling, then they call people like me, promoters, to come in and fill in a gap. And when I got the call to go over there, I said it's a better venue because the skating rink, no matter, even though it was big and great parties and stuff, it still was. Had to bring in a stage to do a show. And it was like a job putting those shows on. This I had a fixed stage. I had a built-in. I could lease out a sound system and do everything, and they had a built-in light show. It was great. So I said, I want to do this, easy. And so when I went over there, I did it with them from 89, 90, 91. I think it was like 3 or 4 years, up to like 92. Packed, going crazy. It was a great time. And then they got into some trouble. So I was stuck. I had Boys to Men live coming for New Year's Eve, live on CBS. Going to be filmed live at the club. I set up that deal with the radio station and the TV station because CBS was a part of B96 at the time. And so I said, man, I got to figure out what to do with this. And then I said, the China Club had opened up, but they were struggling. 3,500 square foot club, 35,000, square foot club. But it was like they were trying to be a high-end club with 35,000 square feet. You can't, that's a lot of space. And it's 3 levels. It was a beautiful place. But they weren't catering towards us, as you so to speak. It was, you had to be, certain complexion to get in. You didn't have to be, but you know how it was.